Hello, my name is Amie and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going through all of the books that I'm hoping to get to in January. In January, I plan to participate in the month-long readathon of the Sure-a-thon hosted by Sasha, which is a readathon inspired by the Wayward Children series by Shannon and McGuire, particularly because every January Shannon and McGuire releases a new novella installment into the series. So I plan on participating in the compass prompts that Sasha has created, and I plan to participate mirror team, which is captained by Ro. So, I kind of picked out the books that I want to get to most kind of based off of the prompts that are on my team's compass board, but I'm not really gonna say which book is for which prompt just if I change my mind. But yeah, so I'm planning on participating in that. And then speaking of Ro is hosting a week-long readathon inspired by her TBR game. So it is called the TBRPG-a-thon, and they'll be doing kind of videos posted each day midnight at their time that provides a prompt or scenario. So hopefully I can make those prompts fit with the books that I'm about to talk about. The first book that I'm hoping to get to in January is The Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. This is the stunning Illumicrate edition. I just think it is so absolutely stunning. This one I am particularly excited for because it is supposed to be heist related in some sort, and is a Goose Girl retelling, which I don't recall reading a book that's been a Goose Girl retelling. I'm excited to read whatever goes on in here. It sounds like we have a band of misfits and some con artistry going on and some like stolen gems. But I'm very excited to dive into this one. I think it's going to be so much fun. I absolutely adore heist-related things, so I'm hoping this is a winner. The next book I hope to get to in January is Cytonic by Sanderson. I just finished Starsight, the second book in this series, a week or two ago, so I am slowly but surely catching up on the Skyward series. This is Brandon Sanderson's latest YA sci-fi series that follows our main character Spencer and her friends that are all on this planet, and they have to become part of a flight academy, and then there's other alien sci-fi ship things that kind of occur and develop throughout these books. The second book was like extremely Star Trek vibes for me. So I'm interested to see where the story goes from here, because we've already expanded so much from book one. Next is another YA sci-fi, and that is Obsidio by Amie, Kaufman, and Kristoff. This is the concluding book in the Illuminae Files trilogy, the first book being Illuminae, then Gemini, then Obsidio. I super loved Illuminae when I read it and listened to it via audiobook back quite a few years ago now. Gemini was just meh for me. It felt like very recycling of everything that was great about Illuminae, but I'm hoping I will enjoy Obsidio more. I think I will fly through this one because it is all mixed media, drawings, text, recordings, that kind of stuff. I recommend, and I think pretty much everyone else recommends, listening to the audiobook of these alongside the physical copy, because their audiobooks are just so well done. They do like space noises, computer text sounds, like all sorts of things. It's just a really well done audiobook, so having that combined with all like the case files you look into, it just really brings it to life. So wintertime just gets me in the mood for sci-fis, so between Obsidio and Cytonic, I'm thinking that'll totally take care of my sci-fi needs. The next one I am very eager to get to, and that is Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition, Volume 3. So this is one of the most recent purchases I've made. Barnes & Noble is doing a really good sale of 50% off their hardcovers, so I got my hands on more of the Soul Eater Perfect Editions, which is the nice hardcover edition bind-ups of these volumes. I'm a longtime fan of the Soul Eater anime, so it's really fun to finally take in this story via the manga, and I've been having a really fun time so far. Although I will warn that the first volume has a lot of fan service and nudity for the girls, but it does tone it down. Later volumes, they finally get like focused on the plot and the characters more so, and they kind of don't do that as much. So it's an unfortunate thing, but just be prepared for it and know that like it's not really an issue in later volumes. But yeah, that aside, I'm excited to continue taking in this story. And one other manga that I'm hoping to get to is Volume 5 of Sailor Moon. This is the Eternal Edition, another special edition. This is like the super tall special bind-up of Sailor Moon. These editions are super nice. They do have like a holographic shift to the covers. I doubt it's picking up on camera, but they're just super striking in person, and then they do have like colored pages in between the chapters that is super cute and stunning. So I'm slowly but surely making my way through the Sailor Moon mangas. I have, if you can see, I have quite a few here. I'm on volume 5. I have up to volume 7 currently, so wanna get caught up on this, and I just love Sailor Moon, so like Soul Eater, it's just fun to retake in these stories via their manga. The next book I'm hoping to get to in January is Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat. I super love C.S. Pacat's graphic novels Fence. I literally adore every single volume that's come out. I love how she does the characters in there and how the story unfolds in those graphic novels. So I wanted to try out some of her other work. Greetings from a future Bonnie. So I was looking back in the files, and unfortunately my ending files for my video that went over the final 2 books that I'm wanting to read in January kind of didn't work out. So I'm here, and we're just gonna resume where we left off. So my second to last book I want to talk about, I started a little bit in the clips that are still a-okay, and I was talking about The Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat. So I did chat a little bit about it, but I did want to read the back to you, being that I can't really explain what this is about, other than the fact that I know it is a fantasy book and it is gay. That doesn't tell you anything, and that is just far too general of an explanation. So, to the back. It says, Damon is a warrior hero to his people and the rightful heir to the throne of Kelos. But when his half-brother seizes power, Damon is captured, stripped of his identity, and sent to serve the prince of an enemy nation as a pleasure slave. Beautiful, manipulative, and deadly, his new master, Prince Laurent, epitomizes the worst of the court at Veer.
but in the lethal political web of the Varetian court, nothing is as it seems, and when Damon finds himself caught up in a play for the throne, he must work together with Laurent to survive and save his country. For Damon, there is just one rule: never ever reveal his true identity, because the one man Damon needs is the one man who has more reason to hate him than anyone else. And it's marked as mature audience, so I'm thinking things might get a little crazy in here, but if the characters are anything like the characters in the Fence graphic novel, I'm sure I will get pulled in and super invested in these characters, and it's also quite short, so I'm thinking this will be a good one to breeze through. And then the final book I'm hoping to get to in January, I do not have a physical copy of, but it is Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shannon McGuire. This will be the latest installment in the Wayward Children series, and it's supposed to kind of introduce and explore a different children's home where the magical children go to when they aren't going to Eleanor West's home, which we explore in the first Wayward Children book, Every Heart a Doorway. So it sounds like it'll be a darker portal fantasy, but potentially in our world still. And it does have a character we have met in a different novella, Cora, so I'm just really intrigued to see what this is about. I'm hoping I can either get the audiobook or ebook through my library, but that's kind of we'll kind of see what's available to me, and I'm hoping I can get to it, but if it doesn't work out, then I will just have to look forward to that in future months. These are all of the books, plus Where the Drowned Girls Go, that I'm hoping to get to this month of January. I'm feeling like I can do it. We got the Be Sure-a-thon and TBRPG-a-thon, so between the two and reading sprints that I'm sure will be taking place throughout the month, I'm feeling pretty confident, especially with Captive Prince being short, and the two mangas, I can fly through those pretty fast. And Obsidio, I will have the audiobook for, so I'm thinking I can kind of chug along real well. But yeah, I would love to know if any of these you think I should particularly prioritize, just in case I don't get to them all for some reason. Or I would just love to hear what books you are hoping to get to in January, or just the new year in general. So that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I hope to see you here for the next one. Bye.